welcome to the next tier list. Cause I'm running out of ideas, to be honest. Well, I got an idea for the next The World Thursday. However, this one's already been late enough. But you know what? Whatever. Yeah, I got a pretty good idea for the next one. But just saying, I should probably get out that Minecraft video. Let's do spin. Also, by the way, yeah, as you can see, I did get the rest of these shelves back there too, and yeah, I'm gonna have to get some more Lego cars, but yeah. So let's do spin. Is there anything else to talk about? I don't think so. I mean, I guess I finished another Music Monday, and I'm working on another, but yeah. Aston Martin. I mean, I think the only thing new is the Valhalla, and like that's pretty old, but yeah, respin. Spin again. Okay. Wonderful. You know what's crazy? I haven't stuttered yet in this video. uh, phone. Yeah. Nah, I can't really do that. I didn't even have bubbler. Actually, yeah, I did have. Yeah, I did have bubbler today. Oh my goodness, this bubbler. Another random soda. Interesting. Well, luckily I have one right next to me. Queso moment. But yeah, I'll make sure to do that for the bubbler clips and stuff. I was thinking of having it anyways, which is strange. But yeah, I guess it's better than having an actual bubbler right now, but yeah. Anyways, I that will be the spin later in the bubbler clips and stuff, and I think that was pretty good. Uh, but I will be back. Alright, though, I think we should finally get into this tier list. This is going to be a pretty freaking quick tier list just because there's only like 30 some items. But I can talk about it a lot because for some reason I'm really good at talking. Well, I guess that makes sense. But yeah. Anyways, as you can see, this thing is fully working and stuff. Yeah. So I think we should just get like started and stuff, cause yeah, I've only been recording for 6 minutes, but that's perfectly fine. I'll move this a little bit more over here, and yeah, I think that's about good. Um. Also, one more thing I just want to talk about real quick. I have not done anything with the Rhino Fire at all. If you've not seen the Rhino Fire Resto mod episode 1, make sure to go check it out. But yeah, let me go grab it real quick. I did find the drum magazine. The only one of these I have. I need two of them. I have no idea what this was for, but yeah, I just had one, and yeah, that's pretty cool. But yeah, I just need one more and stuff. I'll probably paint the magazines too and stuff. I don't want to spoil too much, just so that way you still have time to check out the Rhino Fire Resto mod episode 1. Yeah, I don't know when episode 2 is coming out, but I haven't done like any research on the blaster, so I'm gonna have to do a whole bunch more and probably start the work earlier and stuff because that would probably take like that'd be like a 6-hour video right there just trying to get something to work. But yeah, I still have no idea what's wrong with the thing. I probably shouldn't spoil it that much, so I might have to cut some of that out. But yeah. Um. Anyways, enough of that talk. Let's get into this tier list. So as you can see, we have the regular tier list stuff over here. We just have S to F and stuff, and these are the instruments and stuff. And yeah, some of them I've probably like never heard before, and some of them I've definitely heard before. So let's just get the first one out of the way, which is a voice or the microphone. Um, Sometimes it's absolutely terrible and sometimes it is absolutely magical. For me, it is absolutely horrible. So yeah, but I think vocals do work extremely well in music and stuff. And yeah. Basically this is just me giving you hints on Music Mondays and stuff basically also for this video. Well, not really. It's yeah, it's not really. It's fine. But yeah, for me for voice, that's gonna be like a solid A. I'm gonna say, But like I still need to get better at this stuff. Luckily I'm not even in choir or anything, so yeah. Next up, this thing is an absolute masterpiece. This is a kazoo. Um yes. I don't even need to say anything. That's just a solid S tier, dude. That thing is amazing. Next up, I do have one of these. This is the recorder. This thing is absolutely disgusting. This thing is terrible. Like just saying. Like this thing is like the kazoo except it's just annoying. Like what happened? What exactly who in the world invented the recorder? Like yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know. Somebody did something, and yeah, now we have the recorder. It doesn't even record anything either, so it's false information. Yeah, that's a solid E, because at least it does something, and at least it can play like multiple notes. Next up, this is a harmonica. It's actually pretty good, gotta say. Like, it's extremely difficult to use, but still, I sort of like it. And yeah, that's gonna get C. Next up, this is the accordion. Um, yeah, this thing is so like what's the word? Scandinavian. This thing is absolutely like Russian, like European, Asian stuff. Yeah. For me, I'm not really a big fan of the accordion. That just looks like too much work. But that's just my preference. That's D. Next up, this thing is an absolute masterpiece. This is a piano. Um, like like I don't even know how much music includes this, but it's so much. It's probably like 50% in fact. I even include piano in my music too. And yeah. That's a solid S. Solid S tier right there. Next up, this is the electric piano. This thing is way better than the regular piano, just because you don't have to tune the stupid thing. Cause there's for some reason like a gazillion mounts of pegs on the stupid thing, and yeah, you need to sit there for like a couple of hours just to tune that thing. Plus, those things are stupidly expensive. All these things are only like $60. Like, dude, it's kind of ridiculous. Plus you can play like any instrument too. You can even play drums, which is what mine can do and stuff. Cause, yeah. Well, I use more of a MIDI pad, but yeah. That thing is a solid S tier. Next up is the synthesizer. Um, way too many knobs, way too many switches. Just to let you know, why do you need that many? Like, just go into a freaking music software and start doing it that way. It's way easier. Trust me. Instead of just memorizing all of that. But I don't know, man. It's basically just an overcomplicated piano. And yeah. Well, at least it does stuff that's still pretty cool, but you can't really make music with it usually. So yeah, that's going to be a C. Well, yeah, I'll put it better. Next up, this is the organ. This thing can be good sometimes, but yeah, it's just giving me church vibes, to be honest. Uh, yeah. Honestly, it's decent. It's pretty decent. Um, I'm gonna give it a B. I think, yeah. It's called like the harpsichord or something. Uh, it's basically just like a miniature grand piano and stuff. It looks to be, and extremely old and probably out of tune too, which make it pretty cool. But I I've heard of it before, but I haven't really seen it be played that much. But I'm guessing it sounds old timey and stuff, and yeah, I'm gonna give it a C. Probably better than the harmonica. Next up, this is a clavichord. I have never heard of this thing in my life, and it also looks like another old timey piano, which makes sense. Um, eh, I'll give it a C. I'll put it there. A little bit better than the harmonica. Next up, this is the Celesta. This is basically like a wall grand piano. I've seen these before. Yeah, these things can sound good too. Just not as like filled as a grand piano, but it's still nice. It's still nice. Problem is stupid tuning still, and I hate that. But it's getting a solid B right there. Next up, this is the violin. Uh, Terrible. Whoever invented the way to hold a violin should be in prison. Cause why in the world do you need to freaking hold it up to your neck, and then the freaking high pitched noises and squeaks it makes freaking just go into your ear? It's all like, dude, I don't want to hear that freaking all day when I'm trying to practice on the freaking violin. I mean, hey, at least there's a guitar position, but that's only for plucking. Like, dude. I mean, other than that, it does sound pretty good. But, like, still, it's. Yeah. I'll give it a C. Next up, this is the viola. This thing is an absolute joke. Whoever invented the viola, what in the world are you doing, dude? Like, like violin cello combination for the viola. Who I don't see at all a point for the viola, to be honest. Like, that's getting an E. Like, dude, just use a freaking violin or a cello or something. Make up your mind. We don't need a freaking viola or viola or whatever. This is freaking violence right here. Yeah. Next up, this is the double bass or just the bass or whatever. You need like a stool for this. And if there's like no freaking you might just like fall backwards and freaking break the thing. Like, just saying. But I don't know. I don't really know how heavy one is. I'm guessing it's not that heavy since obviously these orchestral instruments are hollowed out and stuff. But they probably cost a stupid amount. Just saying, probably like $5,000. Probably even more, in fact. But yeah. This thing makes some extremely deep sounds. You all you can play with this is just bass, like nothing else. Like, I know you could play like a couple of melodies and stuff, but not really much else. Ugh. Ugh. Jeez. Not really bubbler, but yeah. Double bass, honestly, it sounds pretty good. I do like it. I'm gonna go put it C right there. Yeah, I think it's better than the violin. Next up, this is the bass guitar. This thing is basically the modernized version of the double bass, and there are a lot of guitars out there, definitely. Like, all of these things right here, extremely popular. But yeah, bass guitar does sound pretty good, so I'll give it a B right there. Actually, right there. Actually, I'll give it an A. In fact, that's pretty good. But yeah, next up, this is the electric guitar. This is the most overrated thing ever. Like, I see this thing freaking everywhere, dude. I don't know. I don't understand like the hype about freaking electric guitars. Like, I know they sound good and stuff, but like, it's it's kind of annoying now. It's kind of like the freaking Aston Martin Valkyrie and the Porsche 911 GT3 RS or 992 GT3 RS or whatever. Like, it's starting to feel like that. It's starting to even feel like the Supra Mark IV. Like, I don't know, man. I'm just not really a big fan of the electric guitar, I guess. I mean, I do use it. I guess I do. I really use. No, sort of. Yeah. This is good for, like, background parts, but I don't think this thing should be, like. Yeah, I don't know, man. It's getting a C. I'll put it here. Next up, this is the acoustic guitar. This thing is actually better than the electric guitar, in my opinion. I just like the way it sounds. It's pretty good. But, yeah. I'll put it right there and see. Actually, it's better than the violin. Next up, this is the classical guitar. This is the classic version of the guitar. And, it's pretty nice. I don't think it's as good as the acoustic guitar, but, yeah. I'll put it here at a C. The problem with these also is, yes, I know you thought I wasn't going to say it, but I do anyways. Or I guess I will. Or there's my stuttering. I you thought I wasn't going to say this, but now I finally will. The stupid hole where the freaking pick always goes in, and you have to freaking shake the thing, and then you get so mad that you freaking break the guitar in half, and you can't use it anymore because it's broken and stuff. And yeah, and Yeah, that's exactly why freaking orchestral instruments are better. Cause there's no way that you can freaking lose a giant friggin' bow and one of those like tiny slots over there. I don't think you can even fit that either. Like I think the bow is actually like larger than like the hollowed out part, which is neato. Next up is the ukulele. This is very Hawaiian and stuff. Honestly, yeah, I don't know, man. I mean, a ukulele basically just looks like a smaller classical guitar, and that's probably just what it is. But yeah, it can sound good, but can you really partner it up with that much? No, not really. And yeah, I have never used the ukulele before, but it's probably pretty easy and stuff. But yeah, I'll put it here. See. Next up, this is the banjo. Um, This is basically just the summarization of the South of the United States, basically. The banjo. Um, yeah, this thing is way too country, to be honest. I mean, I does can it sound good? I think it can sound good. It just needs a couple modifications. Plus, why in the world is the banjo in this freaking one of the most ugliest freaking shapes, dude? Like, yeah, that looks like it's about to snap in half or something. Like, just saying. It looks ugly and it sort of sounds ugly. But, yeah. Honestly, I'll put it here at C. Yeah. Next up, this is the mandolin or the mandolin. This thing, um, yeah, it's pretty nice. The problem is, this back part. Because, like, it's gonna slip. I know it's gonna slip and it's gonna freaking break. But, yeah, other than that, it's actually pretty nice. I like it. Put it here at C. Actually, it's better than the ukulele. But yeah. Next up, this is the sitar or sitar. Uh, I don't like the amount of tuning pegs there are on that thing. Like, just saying, we don't need that many. We really don't need that many. Thank you. But yeah. Other than that, nice, pretty nice. But I'm scared about the tuning stuff because that looks absolutely disgusting. But other than that, yeah, it's going there. See. Next up, this is the lute. Uh, why in the world does this thing have 12 gazillion strings? Why in the world? And then you need to freaking play it with a leaf. Like, what? This is one of the most confusing instruments ever. I like it. I like it, though. It's actually going right there to C. I really like it. In fact, I might move the double bass up in B. I feel like that's good. Next up, this is the hammer dulcimer. It looks to be. I have never heard or seen of this thing in my life. It just, it kind of looks like the lyre, but yeah. Eh, I don't really know what it sounds, but I'm guessing it'll just sound like a string instrument and stuff. It's probably better than those and stuff. Yeah, I'll put a C. This is the lyre. Next up, this is very angelic and stuff. I do like it. I actually do like it. Uh, I will put it right here at C, cause it's pretty nice. Next up, this thing is the harp. Now, you might be questioning why in the world you think you well, here, let me rephrase that. You might think that this was already a lot of strings. The harp has freaking like 3 times more. And you have to freaking tune each of them. Yeah, I don't and the harp is sometimes extremely confusing to play too. Like just saying. I do like the looks of the harp though. It's actually pretty nice, but yeah. It's actually pretty calming and stuff too. It can actually work pretty well and stuff. Yeah. I think the harp is actually really unique. Just saying. Um I'm actually going to put it like right here at C. Next. I have never heard of this before. The zither or the zither. Uh, that just looks like a cut in half guitar. Is that what that is? Or I don't know. I'm gonna probably have to look up this stuff. But it does look pretty cool, gotta say. But it's probably gonna go next to that. Next up, this is the most confusing saxophone ever. The soprano saxophone. Why in the world is it freaking straight? Like all the rest of them are freaking curved. Like that's just like a freaking. That looks exactly like a freaking clarinet, dude. Like I know some freaking nerds and geniuses are going to say that there's a massive difference between the clarinet and the soprano saxophone, but I don't really see that much of a difference. And honestly, yeah, I just wish that they, yeah, I don't know, man. I think I'm just getting um upset over just the looks and stuff, but yeah, it's usually me. I'll put it here. C. No, I'll put it there. Next up, this thing is where the actual saxophone comes in. This is the alto saxophone. It's pretty nice, gotta say. It's very jazzy and stuff, of course, and yeah, pretty coolio. And it's definitely better than the synthesizer. But is he? This is the tenor, I think, tenor saxophone. Um, yeah, also another classic saxophone. Um, I'll put it here. Let's see. This is the baritone saxophone. This thing is huge. Absolutely huge. Like, you need to freaking place this down on the floor in order to freaking play it. Like, that's how huge this thing is, dude. Freaking insane. Unless unless I'm thinking the wrong thing, I'm pretty sure that you play it on the floor and stuff. Yeah, I don't think I'm thinking of anything else. I actually might be thinking of something else. I don't know. But yeah, this thing is still huge. And yeah, it still sounds really good too. So yeah, I'll put it here at C. Probably like right there. Next up, this thing is a flute. I despise the way you play this. You need to freaking like blow into it, like you, like, ooh, ooh, and you got freaking play it in the side too. Like what in the world, dude? Yeah, this thing is one of the most difficult instruments I think that you have to play because you have to like focus on like your breath. Whoops. Another whoops. You have to focus on the way you're holding it, and then you have to focus on the freaking notes you play too. Like this is so much at once. Ridiculous. D. Next up, this is the piccolo. Um, eh, It kind of just looks like some scrap pieces put together and stuff, but yeah, it can be nice. It can be nice, but other than that, that's getting a C. Yeah. Next up, Squidward moment. This is the clarinet. This thing sounds pretty good, gotta say. But yeah, this is a certified Squidward classic, and yeah, pretty nice. But they're at C. Next up, this thing is also humongous. The bass clarinet. Absolutely huge. Put that next to the baritone saxophone. Next up, this is the oboe. The oboe. Uh, very interesting sound, but yeah, I like it. I like it. I'll put it here at C. It's pretty nice. Next up, this is the bassoon or bassoon, whatever you like to call it. I call it bassoon and stuff. And yeah. It's also pretty nice, but yeah, there's way too many of the same looking freaking sticks of metal and stuff, but yeah. I think it goes around like the clarinet. Yeah. Next up, this is a classic. The trumpet sounds super good. Super good. And I think it's also pretty overrated, to be honest. But not as overrated as the electric guitar. Next up, this is the cornet or cornet. Never heard of this thing in my life. Looks just like a shorter trumpet. except with some more complicated in externals over here and stuff. And yeah, I don't really see a point for this. It's kind of like the viola, except I still despise the viola. I'll put it here at C. Next up, this is the flugelhorn. What in the world is this thing? This thing is kind of like the cornet, except there's like nothing going on at the bottom. Like this is just a freaking pipe with some freaking buttons on the top. Like what is this? And what is the name flugelhorn? Like I know it's probably German, but yeah, D. Next up, this is the trombone. It's pretty good. Womp 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 womp. That was a terrible impression, but yeah, it's pretty overrated, but it's pretty good. So I'll put it here at C. Next up, this is the bass trombone. It's pretty good, gotta say, but yeah, no, no. I don't think it's that good. I think I'm gonna put it over here at C. I mean, it's pretty good, but still. I love this thing. This thing is some of the most confusing piping working thingy mabobbling stuff here, but this is the French horn. Amazing masterpiece, dude. I love this thing. That is getting a solid A. In fact, that's getting a solid S tier. That is passing the kazoo. Amazing freaking instrument, dude. I don't think it passes the piano and the electric piano, though. Like, I think the electric piano is absolutely amazing. But yeah. Next up, what the heck is this thing? Okay, so then this thing is called the sousaphone. Or the sousaphone. I don't know. What in the world are these instruments? This is... Why? It looks like a freaking broken record player. I've never seen one of these things in my life, but that thing is so ugly. Like, what is that? That is a D right there. Next up is the tuba. The tuba. Love it. But I don't think it's the best thing on here, obviously, but it's still pretty good. I'll give it a C. Dude, I'm surprised I've been doing this for 30-some minutes. That's crazy. The euphonium is up next. Never heard of this thing in my life. Yeah, that basically that's basically just like whatever the heck these things are. These all are probably like the same instrument, to be honest. Like I barely see a difference. Like all I see for the freaking difference is the freaking like thing over here. Like that's higher, that's in the middle, and that's low. That means they're all going in the same spot. They're going next to the cornet. There's the tenor horn and the baritone horn. Yay. Next up are the drums. This is not like electronic drums. This is just drum set, it looks like. Uh, it can work, but yeah, that's getting in solid A tier right there. I don't even need to explain anything. Yeah. Next up, this is the tambourine. The tambourine. This thing is completely useless, basically. Like, you could freaking attach these tiny cymbals to basically any of these instruments and they would freaking play the tambourine. It's a 2-in-1 combo, dude. Insane. But yeah. This thing is getting a solid D. Next up are the cymbals. You need an entire freaking instrument. You need freaking one dude to just play the freaking cymbals. Like, what? All you can play is one freaking note, too, dude. Like, we got a freaking whole drum set over here with the freaking cymbals there. Like, why do you need handheld cymbals? This is completely useless. Yeah, it's getting E. Next up, this is the snare drum. Just the regular snare drum, all by itself, nothing else, even though you have a freaking snare drum right there. E. Disgusting. absolutely disgusting. Next up, this is the bass drum. I like it. Cause you know what? The bass drum is usually just a kick drum for the drum set. So this is at least a little bit of a difference. So, you know what? I'll give it that. And it can actually sound pretty good too. So, yeah. That is going right here next to harmonica and C. Next up, this is the timpani or the timpani. I call it the timpani, but yeah. Um, it's pretty good, gotta say. But like, yeah, it's giving me the same vibes as a bass drum. But yeah, let's see. Next up, this is the bongos. The bongos. You usually have like two or three or one of these or more maybe, but eh, eh. I'm not a really big fan of them. That's like low C. Next up, these are the congas. These are definitely better than the bongos, that's for sure. These names are funny, but yeah. Um, the congas I think will go probably next to the timpanis, right there at C. Next up, this is the gong. The gong right after the conga and the freaking where is it? The conga, the bongos, and the gong. The gong conga bonga. I see why they ordered it like this. Yeah, this was completely ridiculous. The gong. The gong, though. Plays one note extremely loudly. That's getting a solid C right here. Yeah. Next up, this is the triangle. This is the easiest instrument to play. Well, at least, yeah, this should be the easiest instrument to play. Literally, yeah, you can attach this to, like, anything. Like, a freaking music stand, a freaking instrument, you can attach it to, like, anything. Freaking flugelhorn, whatever the heck that thing is. But, like, it does, like, absolutely nothing. Like, it only makes a tiny ding, ding, ding sound that you probably don't even need. Like, I can't even give, like, a good, like, reference to anything. Like, well, yeah, I got something. So basically, for some reason, I have this freaking instrument over here. I have a freaking wood block and stuff. Um, yeah, that hurts. Um, basically, what you're gonna be hearing all the freaking time is that somebody's gonna be playing like the freaking violin, and be like, and then they're gonna be like, and that hurts your ears. I'm gonna set that aside for another example soon. Yeah, this is an F. Next up, this is the cowbell. The only good cowbell is like the 808 one with like the funk and stuff, except the funk is extremely overrated. And yeah. It's definitely better than the triangle. E. Next up, this is the freaking wood block. This is what you're freaking playing. How in the world is that classified as an instrument? You could freaking grab a stick from a tree, another stick from a tree, freaking bang them together, and you call that freaking instrument. I mean, because it is, but like, are you serious? F tier. I'm gonna put these away before I do another one of these. Completely ridiculous, though. This is the claves, or the claves, the claves. Never heard of it before. Looks basically like the wood block, so I'm gonna put it E. because I had enough of those things. Next up is the maracas. The maracas are a little bit better because you can at least get some variation and stuff instead of freaking banging on a freaking piece of tree, dude, or a piece of metal that's just bent in a weird way. Completely ridiculous. But yeah, the maracas are getting a solid D. Not really a big fan of them. Next up, these are the castanets. These things are amazing. Are they what I think they are? They are what I think they are. Okay, yeah. These things are amazing. Just getting a solid C right there. Next up, this is the bell. Just a bell. It's pretty good. I mean, you can use it for some stuff. If you get like a whole bunch of bells, you can definitely get some different pitch notes in there and stuff. And yeah, it can be pretty good. But I think I'll put it next to the castanets. Let's see. Bubbler. Ugh, more bubbler. Next up, these are the jingle bells. Jingle all the way. It's getting an E. Oh my goodness, this bubbler. The reason they're getting an E. This bubbler. The reason they're getting an E is because they can get annoying after like 5 freaking seconds. Like, just saying. Next up, this is the Kabasa or the Cabasa or whatever. I'm pretty sure it's called Kabasa. I like it. I actually like it. It's pretty nice. I'll give it a C right here. Yeah. Next up, these are the chimes. This is basically just background noise. You can't really do anything else with it. So, yeah. Can add a nice effect though. So, I'm gonna say C right there. Next up, these are the tubular bells. I like them. I do really like them. So, yeah, I'm gonna put them over here at C. All right, though. Bubbler. Next up is the Glockenspiel. I know this thing is definitely German. It actually does sound pretty good though. I have played an alto and a whatever the other one is called. Let me go see if I can find it here. I'm pretty sure it's baritone. I'm pretty sure I played a baritone. Because I played an alto before. And yeah, it might have been a baritone. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I played a baritone Glockenspiel before, but yeah, this thing is actually pretty nice. So I'm going to put it here. I'm gonna say at C. Next up, this is the vibraphone. I actually like this thing. It's pretty nice, gotta say. Probably better than the Glockenspiel, in fact. I'm gonna put it like right here at C. Next up, this is the marimba. This thing is a classic. Featured in Undiscovered, the marimba. Very nice. Very nice instrument, but yeah. If you add on a lot of effects and stuff, obviously with electronic music and stuff, but I think that works pretty well as an instrument, so yeah. That's getting a solid C. Next up is the classical xylophone. Classical frickin' xylophone. Dude! That is solid C. It's almost as overrated as the electric guitar, except in a good way. Next up, this is the kalimba. Majestic, dude. You do need to tune it in a super weird and confusing, well, not really confusing way, but just a super weird way, where it feels like that the notes are about to get out of tune like any time. But yeah, it's fine. I do like it though. I do like it. That's gonna be a solid C. Last but not least, this is the cello. I actually remember me showing you my cello? I have no idea where it is right now. It's not over there because I moved it, but yeah. Um, go check out the upgrades to the room video, which was a good amount of time ago. But yeah, I did show you my cello before, and I've been practicing a lot on the cello and stuff. And yeah, I'm goated. I'm absolutely fire at it. This thing is a solid S tier. Not better than the electric piano because, well, is it better than the electric? Yeah, I think it actually is. I think that's our winner. Just because electric piano doesn't mean MIDI pad, I'm pretty sure. MIDI, because an electric piano is a type of MIDI pad. Yeah, because you can only play like certain sounds. Like, I don't know. I'm only taking this as in like the regular sounds that are already included on the electric piano, like not any of like your own sounds that you make and stuff. But yeah, these are basically not like this is one of the only things that's like electronic and stuff that you can like use all sounds on. Except I'm not counting it that way. I'm counting it as like in an orchestral way, not like in a super crazy D&B dubstep way. And yeah. So that's why the cello's better and is the best on here. And you know what? There we go. There we freaking have it. That is our tier list of instruments. Not all of them, but most. Well, probably not most, but the ones you know most. And yeah. So the worst ones on here are the woodblock, the triangle, and the claves. And the best ones on here are the piano, electric piano, and the cello. Because I feel like the cello is like the perfect way to get low notes and the perfect way to get high notes. Because, like, you get all the high notes from the freaking violin on there and the stupid viola. And you can get most of the notes from the double bass, which is right there. Yeah. I was thinking of getting a double bass instead of the cello, but I feel like the cello is actually way better than the double bass. Like, just saying. But, yeah, I feel like cello can be used for, like, anything. Like, yeah. Best instrument, dude. Best instrument. That's why I have to play the freaking cello. But yeah. Let's go see how long this took. I have been recording for 49 minutes. This is actually a really good video, gotta say. Really good tier list. And that is our third tier list. Because we've done the car tier list, the Minecraft tier list, and the Borderlands tier list. Now we have an instruments tier list. And I said I was gonna do it, so yeah. I think next time I might do a foods tier list or maybe another car tier list. I don't know. I'm still trying to make up my mind on if I should do a car tier list or not because there are a lot of cars that are just extremely boring and I never know the names of them and stuff. And there's also some that are extremely sparse, like one of ones that I don't know the name of either and stuff. Kind of like the one where I forgot the name of. See what I did there? Exactly. I'm talking about that $118 million Lamborghini one of one. You probably know what it's called, but I forgot the name of it. And yeah, I know it's something like really short, but I don't remember it. So yeah, it looks like the Terzo Millennium, and yeah. But like that's like all of that. I think you should move on to the next like instrument. And you know what the next instrument? Bumper clips! No! Dude, bubbler clips time again! Ugh. Landed on another random soda. If you didn't remember, which you probably didn't, um, I gotta go grab one, and it's right here. So like, first, first Casey. Ugh. This is lemon flavor, and like, I already had one, the bottled ones. I still have it over here, Queso moment, of course, and yeah. But obviously the canned ones are better. So So like let's crack it open and stuff. But yeah. Nice. Let's drink some tea. That is super delicious. Whoops. That was good. But I think you should move on to the next bowler clip. But yeah, I'm gonna go drink some tea. That is really good. Ugh. Whoops. I'm gonna go drink some tea. Yeah, there's barely anything left. So you know what? I am going to slam this brisk. Got it everywhere. There we go. Slam the brisk. But like burst. Peach Raspberry Dazzler. The new flavor. But yeah, let's crack it open. I got one of those boxes finally. Nice. Ooh, strong. Let's drink some bubbler. And that is really good. Whoops. All right, next bubbler clip. But yeah, I'm gonna go drink some bubbler. Whoops. All right, next up though. All right, I'm gonna go drink some bubbler again because like we're on the last 6. Mm. Mm. Whoops. Another whoops. Jeez. And I hope you enjoy the bubbler clips. Dude, I am going to slam this bubbler. Still a lot in here, dude. Uh. Whoops. Ugh. Ugh. Mm. Ugh. Whoops. Mm. 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 Why did that hurt all of a sudden? Owie. Whoops. Quadruple. Couldn't swallow it for a second. I think I already had too much. I mean, that makes sense since that was my 3rd bubbler today. But there we go. Serve the beer! Ugh. But yeah, that's gonna wrap it up for this video. Hope you enjoyed it and love to hear your feedback. one thing is for sure, cancel the freaking viola. And, like, that's all I wanted to say. Because, like, I wanted to get that, anger out of my head. And, yeah. Bummer. But, yeah. I'm glad I just got to think of this real quick because Amazon posted this week. Oh my goodness, this bummer. But yeah, I'm gonna like post a video like right after this one, and it's gonna be on Legos. You'll see. You know what? You'll see. Might be a little bit more controversy too, but like all my videos include controversy, so yeah, that's what makes them fun. But yeah. Anyways, I'm done here because I want to get to editing this tomorrow because it's pretty late AM and I don't feel like editing right now. I'm just done. Yeah, anyways, that's all I got. Outro music is probably already started, but yeah, anyways, I hope you have yourself some future soup, and, like, I will see you next time!